What happens when a big-budget film dares to be completely original, dives into history, explores deep themes, and still delivers thrilling vampire action? You get Sinners, a cinematic storm that took everyone by surprise. With no comic book, no remake, and no franchise backing it, how did this film become such a massive success? Directed by Ryan Coogler and starring Michael B. Jordan in a dual role, this $90 million vampire epic has already earned over $236.7 million globally, $179.9 million of that from North America alone as of May 5th, 2025. So let's explore the key reasons why it's dominating the box office and winning hearts. It's a triumph of original storytelling. In a time when Hollywood often leans on sequels, reboots, or comic book franchises, Sinners feels like a breath of fresh air. What sets it apart is simple. It's not based on a book, a game, or an older movie. It's 100% original. Ryan Coogler, known for Black Panther and Creed, took a major creative risk with Sinners, crafting a unique vampire horror story set in 1930s Mississippi. And guess what? That risk paid off. In its opening weekend alone, the film brought in $48 million, far above expectations. But more importantly, audiences and critics couldn't stop talking about it. The storytelling isn't just clever, it's bold, emotionally charged, and rich with meaning. Coogler used vampires not just as scary creatures, but as symbols of something deeper. Racism, trauma, and the legacy of the past all get explored through this lens. That's not something you see every day in a horror movie. People are drawn to something fresh, thoughtful, and different, and Sinners delivers that in every scene. Groundbreaking cinematography and visuals. One of the standout elements of Sinners is its breathtaking visual style. The cinematography, led by Autumn Darrell Archipa, takes us deep into the Mississippi Delta of the 1930s with stunning detail. The film's colors, deep blues and burning oranges, set the mood perfectly, making every frame feel like a painting. What makes Archipa's work even more special is that she became the first woman to shoot an IMAX film. That's historic. And she didn't just do a good job, she knocked it out of the park. She captures both the gritty horror and the haunting beauty of the film's setting, using long takes that immerse viewers in the world rather than pulling them out. In interviews, Archipa said watching the movie through an IMAX lens felt like looking into a character's soul. That's exactly how it comes across on screen. The camera doesn't just show the story, it feels the story. These visuals aren't just for show, they enhance the themes, emotions, and atmosphere. Whether it's a quiet moment in the swamp or a tense face-off in a juke joint, the cinematography never lets up. It's no wonder so many viewers left the theater talking about how beautiful the horror looked. Rich historical accuracy and social commentary. Although Sinners deals with vampires and supernatural elements, its roots are deeply grounded in history. Set in 1932, Clarksdale, Mississippi, the film doesn't shy away from showing the harsh realities of that time. From Jim Crow laws to the struggles of Black communities, Coogler captures the truth of the era with depth and respect. The film also touches on lesser-known aspects of Southern history, such as the Chinese American population in the Delta, and the often forgotten labor roles they played. That level of detail helps paint a fuller, more honest picture of the past. Even more powerful is how the film uses these historical elements to tell a modern story. It draws clear connections between the racism of the 1930s and the echoes we still feel today. Through its twin protagonists, World War I veterans returning to a changed and divided hometown, it explores themes of home, identity, and redemption. Without being preachy or heavy-handed, Sinners makes you think. It asks you to reflect. And it does all of this while still being wildly entertaining. This blend of truth and fiction is rare, and it's a big reason why audiences find the film so impactful. The role of music in the movie's success. Music isn't just part of Sinners, it's at the heart of the story. Set in the birthplace of the blues, the film celebrates Black musical history with soul and sincerity. From the first strum of a guitar to the haunting melodies heard in juke joints, music carries the characters, the mood, and even the message of the film. Coogler and composer Ludwig Göransson didn't settle for basic background tracks. They studied the real sounds of the 1930s, especially legendary blues musicians like Robert Johnson and Tommy Johnson, to create a soundtrack that felt both authentic and fresh. There's also a magical realism to how music is used. It's not just entertainment. It's a force that connects the living to the dead, the past to the present. At one point, the story hints that music can awaken spirits, evoke memories, and even change a person's fate. Through this deep connection to music, Sinners becomes more than a movie. It becomes a tribute to the pain, power, and resilience found in Black artistic expression. For many viewers, the soundtrack alone made it unforgettable. And for others, it was the way the music shaped every part of the story that truly stood out. Powerful performances and emotional depth. A great script and beautiful visuals only go so far if the acting falls flat. Luckily, Sinners is packed with powerhouse performances, especially from Michael B. Jordan, who plays twin brothers Smoke and Stack Moore. It's no easy task to play two characters in one film, but Jordan pulls it off flawlessly. Smoke and Stack aren't just twins. They're two very different men with complex pasts. Through Jordan's layered performance, we see the love, pain, and struggle between them. It's deeply moving and adds real emotional weight to the story. The supporting cast also shines. From childhood friends to rivals, everyone brings authenticity and energy to their roles. Whether it's a quiet moment of reflection or an explosive confrontation, the actors sell every second. These performances are what make the film feel so human, even with vampires in the mix. You care about the characters. You want them to succeed, and when they're in danger, you feel that fear with them. That emotional depth is what keeps audiences invested. Sinners isn't just a movie, it's a statement about creativity, about history, about power and pain, and about what happens when filmmakers take bold risks. If you haven't watched it yet, it's worth your time. If you have, it's worth a second look. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Thanks for watching.